They just keep finding different ways to win. Lightning get a 2-0 win over the Utah Mammoth in Andrei Vasilevsky's 42nd shutout of the year. Hello everyone and welcome back to Tampa Bay Sports Daily and Bolts Breakdown, and we break down another victory for the Tampa Bay Lightning, 2-0 over the Utah Mammoth in what was a very physical and even game, for a lack of better words. This game was just intense, very physical between two teams that you don't expect it to be physical from Eastern and Western Conference teams. Brian Ingram, the Lightning's play-by-play color commentator, break it down that these two teams only play twice a year, so a game like this being this physical is just insane and just unexpected. As we start this breakdown with the first period, very even first period in my opinion. Both teams got really good chances. Lightning got some pressure, but Utah actually got some pressure too. Vasilevsky had to make some very key saves early on. Lightning had an issue where they would get into the corner and the forwards would creep up and leave someone open, the oncoming defenseman open, and Vasilevsky had to make some key saves there. But no scoring happened in the first period. Very physical, very even first period. 12 shots to 10 shots, Utah led, but very even first period stats-wise and just momentum-wise. You could really see that this game was going to be fast-paced and very physical. Both teams were going to be bam, checking each other, making sure they didn't stay on the puck. Moving into the second period, basically the same thing. Very physical. Both teams taking penalties. Lightning killed some penalties at the beginning of the period, which really helped momentum later in the period. And it was just a very unique game in the second period. Both teams were getting really good chances, quick pace chances, one way or the other, but both goalies were making big saves. Then the Lightning late in the period got back-to-back power plays, and this was a changing point, I think, in my opinion. Lightning got some really good chances on that first one, could not score, but they literally got another one couple seconds later, and it's Darren Radish who has been red hot, his 14th goal of the year. Those assists go to Kucherov and Jake Guentzel. Kucherov gets his 53rd, and Guentzel gets his 31st assist on the year. And Darren Radish, let me talk about Darren Radish for a second. Ever since McDonough and Hedman went down with injuries, he has stepped up. He's been incredible and just a force to be reckoned with. His goals have gone way up, and just he's getting that slap shot really on par, and that was the only goal in the second period. And this is when I think the game shifted. The Lightning were like, hey, we have the lead. We can just play our defensive game and win this thing, and that is exactly what they did in the third period. Barely let Utah get any chances on net, and if they did, Vasilevsky was there, and it was just a one-shot chance, and they got it out. They were really good at dumping the puck down. I talked about this on Twitter. They were really good at dumping the puck down and keeping it down. The Gorg lines, especially with Gergensen, and Gergensen was getting in their head. At the end of the day, they were ready to fight that line. Gorg was getting it down. Just every line was getting down, and Brandon Hagel, we'll get to him in a sec, but Brandon Hagel, he had some incredible chances all game long. Just developing shots and just really putting it together, almost scoring 4 goals in this game, but he finally does on the power play late. Utah takes a horrendous penalty late in the third period, which basically ended their chances of coming back, and Brandon Hagel had 2 chances to score, missed both of them, and then later on the power play, Anthony Cirelli shoots it, hits the goalie's pad, goes up in the air, lands on the ice. Hagel is there to tap it in, and it's 2-0 with 45 seconds left, and that basically wrote the end. Utah wasn't even able to pull their goalie. That is how bad that penalty was. And a hard, gritty, fought win for the Lightning as we get into the numbers. The numbers were very even for this game. 28 shots to 27 shots in favor of Utah, 18 to 18 hits, and then penalty minutes just favored Utah a little bit, meaning the Lightning had more power play opportunities, and face-offs were very even as well. So basically, for me, this game was a perfect expression of how good this Lightning team is and how good they've been playing for the last month and a half, is that they can win games in any form. They can dominate teams. They can beat teams 5-2 like they did on that West Coast road trip. Or they could beat teams like they did against Colorado and tonight, where it's just hard, gritty, not giving up, and just putting all of it together to win. And then you could also win games against, like they did against Philly the first game, and then Chicago a couple nights ago. And it's just, when you're a good hockey team, you find ways to win, and that's what the Lightning are doing without two of their key players. And I think when they come back, this team can be even better. And it's just incredible that this team is playing like this at not even 100%. And it's just incredible. They've won 6 straight at home. They've won 15 of their last 17. They're 15-1-1 in their last 17 games. That only loss coming on Saturday to Columbus, and that was an ugly game, but you're due for one when you're playing this well. And this is one of the most impressive wins I've watched from the Lightning in a long time. I don't think I've seen a win like this since 2020 or 2021, and that's why I'm comparing it to those Stanley Cup teams, because it's that same fight and that same grit you see from those Stanley Cup teams. And it's just impressive and very hard to do, and the Lightning are doing it. Somehow they're only tied for first in the Atlantic Division. Another thing Brian Ingham talked about on the broadcast was that it's not like the Lightning were at the bottom of the division when they went on this winning streak. They're at the top. And somehow, with all these wins, they are not even in first place. Just Detroit, everyone around them, everyone in the Eastern Conference is playing so well this year, and it's so well-rounded that no matter what kind of streak you go on, every other team's going to be playing close to you, because somehow a team that loses one night will win the next night. And then all of the points kind of stay even. And it's just incredible to watch. This Eastern Conference is going to be a nail-biter, because around this time is, you know, when your teams who are going to make the playoffs are here and with teams who are not. I think this Lightning team's going to make the playoffs. They aren't going to have a fall-off. You can quote me on that if you need to. But another impressive win for the Tampa Bay Lightning. A 2-0 win over the Utah Mammoth. Andre Vasilevskiy gets his 42nd shutout of his career. And just another impressive win. His second shutout against Utah. He has not given up a goal to the Mammoth in his career, theoretically speaking. And just an impressive win. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys watched this game, let me hear your thoughts down in the comments. And go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. And turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of these Bolts breakdowns. We'll have another one after Thursday's game. And just keep watching, because we have a lot more content coming out. And I'm trying my best here as a college student. Trying to make a name for myself and really put myself out there and make a scissor reel for me, basically. And I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I really do, because they mean a lot to me, and my viewers do too. So if you have any comments or concerns, please message me on X, Instagram, TikTok. Just let me know, and I'll go do the best I can to fix it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching, and as always, go Bolts.